On paper, we looked adorable and insurable. Shared calendar with color codes like a kindergarten art show. Thursday, blue was Pilates. Sunday, green was meal prep. I got an inheritance from Uncle Mort, patron saint of loud shirts and quiet wills, and we agreed it would sit in a boring index fund while we learned to pronounce diversification without smirking. Right after the transfer hit, my wife got spiritual. Overnight, she started saying somatic like it had gluten, and announced she needed a week-long silent retreat to process the change. I said, okay, I'm supportive. I also know silence is cheaper when it doesn't bill you tons $100 for a eucalyptus robe. Her suitcase looked like she was escaping humidity, not finding herself. She kissed me, whispered, "Thank you for trusting me," and Ubered away to the monastery with a Yelp page. 30 minutes later, our kitchen speaker cued a playlist titled Soft Focus. We were already breaking the first commandment of silence. No vibes louder than your conscience. Look, I'm not paranoid. I'm an auditor with feelings. If your story matches your data, I'm a golden retriever in khakis. But the first glitch raised its hand like it had a question. Her retreat sent a confirmation to our shared email. Great, timestamped 9:04 a.m. At 9:07, our smart lock logged front door opened, user guest. I was home. The cat was asleep. Ghost monks aren't great with Yale deadbolts. I texted, "You settle in okay?" She replied, "No phones allowed, but sneaking this to say love you." 2 dots. Then a selfie of a singing bowl with a caption, "Silence is golden." The EXIF said it was taken in a lobby bar 30 miles east, next to a fern that follows 3 influencers. My eyebrow tried to unionize. Still, I breathed. People make mistakes. Filters move GPS. Ferns travel. Then the money itch started. Microtransactions to Wellness Cloud, $9.99 snips that stacked like Jenga. A Cash App, poll labeled Retreat Stipend, hit a baby checking account we allegedly opened for taxes. Cute. We don't have taxes that need pacifiers. At lunch, my buddy Mike called to ask how married Morty money felt. I said, like a raccoon gave me a 401k. He laughed. Congrats. Don't get wellnessed. I made a joke about breathwork being cardio for lies. Wasn't funny yet. The house tattled kindly. Our smart thermostat warmed at midnight, like the universe scheduled oysters. The mirror in our bedroom, yes, the big glossy one shaped like a startup's conscience, pushed a firmware update and then pinged my network with traffic spikes at 2:11 a.m. I checked the dashboard. It logged session practice mode. Duration, 12 minutes and 44 seconds. Title, Wave. The dash meant long file name truncated. I wrote it off. Then at 2:39, session practice mode. Title, pitch sample deck.move view. My stomach wrote a resignation letter. I didn't confront. Not because I'm a coward, because I'm an adult who likes court outcomes that don't come with a clown horn. I set guardrails. No shoulder surfing, no guesswork. Only artifacts we own or she produced. I cloned her phone to a sandbox using our legit backup. Set passive alerts for calendar edits, Wi-Fi joins, and app permissions. Chain of custody like a museum guard who lifts. The retreat's Instagram geotag showed pine trees and tea. The mirror's log showed practice say he want mind.mp4 at 11:06 p.m. The kitchen speaker cued a white noise track called Ocean. If you need 2 oceans at midnight, you're not meditating, you're drowning logistics. I called the retreat to ask about parking because I'm petty and efficient. A cheerful person said, shuttles only, no on-site vehicles. My rideshare app showed a drop-off tagged Harbor View Resort. Different zip code, different vibe. Same eucalyptus. I could have screamed. Instead, I took notes. The guest Wi-Fi at Harbor View requires a captive portal. Their welcome page leaks device counts and last join timestamps because their developer hates secrets. At 11:12 p.m., 2 devices joined with names I recognized, her phone and a mid-range Android with a Mac vendor code that screams, burner. And because the universe loves dessert, a live photo she sent of tea by moonlight carried 3 seconds of pre-roll audio. Elevator ding. Male voice. Open with the uncle. Make it a stewardship thing. I froze. My uncle's name tastes like cheap gin and loyalty. Stewardship tastes like someone wrapping theft in linen. I learned a new prayer. Dear God, please make me wrong. Then the Mirrors app tried to sync a low-res motivational montage and spit a file name into its debug log. Rehearsal, ask for 250K UAV. That's not spiritual. That's a heist with breath counts. I sat in the dark with the cat and the thermostat, listening to a house full of helpful machines. Trust me, she'd said. I wanted to, but trust doesn't need pitch decks. Receipts do. So I sharpened a pencil and started the audit that would either save my marriage or save my retirement. Spoiler, only one wanted saving. The digital breadcrumbs begin. Rule 1, when your mirror starts moonlighting as a con artist. Log first, feel later. I spun up the sandbox, set alerts to silent judgment, and poured coffee like it was chain of custody fluid. First breadcrumb, her tea by moonlight, live photo. I stripped the EXIF, latitude pin to Harbor View's lobby bar. 14th floor HVAC signature humming under the elevator ding. I matched the ding tone to a realtor's walkthrough on YouTube because petty is a research method. The mirror kept tattling. Practice say he want mine.mp4 at 11:06. Pitch sample deck.move at 11:44. At 11:52, our kitchen speaker cued soft focus, followed by a white noise track called Ocean but Rich. The thermostat nudged to 74. Spooky how enlightenment needs central heating. Her calendar said, silent session, no devices. Meanwhile, the resort's captive portal leaked last joined devices like it wanted new friends. 2 Macs, her iPhone, and the anonymous Android. Vendor string on the burner read like a warehouse apology. Midnight in Wellnessville, and someone brought a second throat. Bank drift joined the chorus. $10 wellness cloud charges laddered into a Cash App push to baby taxes checking. That account's debit card registered a room service tip, lobster roll at 12:38 a.m., which is a brave choice for a monastery. The receipt memo read, stewardship. I nearly bit the desk. I widened scope to network level. Her phone hopped from our home Wi-Fi at 6:58 p.m., vanished, then reappeared on HarborGuest_5G at 7:29 p.m. At 7:31, my router logged a remote desktop handshake to my PC, origin IP, Harbor Fiber. Someone tried to print a donor pledge sheet. My printer was out of cyan and patience. Then the mirror dropped the big one. A debug title, rehearsal ask for 250K, E-Wave with a 212 duration. I didn't pull audio. Ethics isn't a diet you cheat on, but the file name is basically a LinkedIn bio for grift. I called the retreat again, asked about sound baths. The coordinator chirped, we're very strict, no talking after dinner. Meanwhile, her Instagram posted a boomerang of clinking glasses. Caption, silence is a vibration. The EXIF placed it 10 feet from a margarita tap. I built the first clean timeline. Wi-Fi joins, thermostat bumps, mirror titles, Cash App pushes, elevator dings, room service at 12:38. Nothing sensational, just geometry that spells refund. The inciting receipt. I needed one thing she couldn't interpret as you're projecting. Not vibes. Not a suspicious thermostat. A receipt with teeth. It arrived wearing sequins and stupidity. She posted a mirror selfie from the meditation lounge, captioned, hydration is a boundary. Cute. In the chrome railing behind her, 3 pixels formed a valet ticket number dangling from a key fob. Not our car. Not any neighbor. A dealer barcode curl gave me a lead. I screenshotted, zoomed, did the nerd squint, and fed the number into 2 parking apps and a valet aggregator because the internet is a nosy ant. 1 hit. Harbor View Valet. Claim ticket 7142. Attached to a short-term lease registered to a Shell LLC that rhymed with her business, like someone named a twin in a hurry. The parking stub listed Level P2, temporarily reassigned Fridays. Temporarily reassigned is corporate for we know, and we're billing you extra. I cross-ref times. The ticket opened at 7:11 p.m., closed at 3:04 a.m. Her calendar said, lights out, silent. My router said, remote desktop handshake from Harbor. The mirror said, practice say he want mine.mp4. All roads lead to oysters. I called Harborview, put on my nicest customer voice. Hi, I'm shopping group rates for a corporate offsite. Do you waive pet fees for small hypoallergenic companions? The desk manager, who sounded like she can see deception through the phone, chirped, we do for doodles under 20 pounds. Spiritual retreats rarely have doodles under 20 pounds. And the mirror amenities? I asked. Smart mirror in every premium room, she said, proud like it solved world peace. Bless her transparency kink. I still needed the inciting receipt. The one where denial dies without my help. It came from Apple, because live photos is an informant in a tuxedo. In her boomerang of tea, the 3-second pre-roll caught an elevator ding and a man's voice like a TED Talk with cologne. 250 ask, lead with stewardship of family legacy. My stomach did a backflip off a platform labeled Uncle Mort. I isolated the audio footprint. The HVAC hum hit the same frequency as the 14th floor units in a facility stock some realtor published a flex. Elevators have personalities. This one had alibis. Meanwhile, baby taxes checking negotiated for adulthood. A $300 Cash App pull labeled Retreat Stipend landed Thursday, another on Friday. Then a $1,980 POS charge to Harborview Spa at 10:22 p.m. with tip pre-added. Pre-added means the waiter knows you don't read before you sign. The memo, because the server typed it for accounting, said oysters plus grat. Stewardship apparently also comes on ice. DoorDash did me one better. A public data set, don't ask, showed an order at 12:38 a.m. to Harborview, half dozen oysters, fries, chocolate lava cake. Name on the order, Tiff Retreat. Delivery instructions, text when here, we have to whisper. I didn't judge the lava cake. I judged midnight whispers with sidecars. I tightened scope. Harbor's captive portal leaked device nicknames while you waited to agree to terms. Tiff iPhone. Pixel 7X. 2 devices in, 2 souls committed to stealth. My router logged an RDP attempt from Harbor to my PC named Filing Cabinet at 7:31 p.m., failing because I set multi-factor to annoying. 10 minutes later, a PDF tried to print titled Donor Pledge 1-pager Unfor V6 PDF. Out of cyan, out of chances. She slipped once in a way only amateurs do. She sent me a photo at 8:12 p.m. Feet in slippers, caption, lights out early. Cute slippers. The reflection in the sliding door showed string lights in a pool, someone named Serenity Cove, and a brochure. The exif time was 8:12, but the lobby bar's live jazz stream, yes, they have one, shows summertime at 8:13 with background clinks matching her boomerang cadence. If I'm petty, I'm also punctual. The mirror closed the circle. Its debug log printed another file name at 11:22 p.m. Rehearsal _ask for 250K. Thai wave, now with a full title visible because the app's developer fixed a truncation bug midweek. Thank you, ambitious stranger. Length, 212. Tag, breath cue overlay. I didn't need to hear it. The title's the confession. The breath cue is the contempt. Survival counter almost bit me right there. She texted, can you check if I left the blender plugged in? Fire hazard. Normal lives don't text blender checks from monasteries. I toggled my cameras to local only, checked the outlet, and texted back a photo of it unplugged, timestamped. She hearted it, which is a weird emoji to put on a fire check, but sure. While we played Kitchen Safety Theater, my sandbox flagged a new app permission. ZenBudget requested access to Cash App. ZenBudget is plaid with a kombucha label. I revoked it server-side and wrote, nice try, in my notes like that helps. I needed one sheet of paper a judge would understand without coffee. So I made it. The top, a still of her tea boomerang with the Valet tag in the chrome. Below it, the parking app hit tying the ticket to Harborview P2. Next, a screenshot of Harbor's captive portal device list with Tiff iPhone joining at 7:29 p.m., plus my router's RDP attempt entry. Right column, DoorDash oysters at 12:38, baby taxes checking room service tip at 12:41, and the mirror's rehearsal ask for 250K wave log at 11:22. Footer, the live photo pre-roll transcription, 250 ask, lead with stewardship. My uncle's ghost rattled his change, proud and offended. I labeled the packet. You said silent. I slid it into a folder titled Refund Requested. For fun, and because I like science, I sent myself $10 through the same Cash App route her stipend used with memo breathwork. It tumbled through the same baby wallet, took the same gas fee rhythm on the mixer hop, and popped into a DeFi pool my tracer labeled Mentor Pool. Circuit proven. Denial, meet current. Current, meet court. That was the inciting receipt. Not drama, not a gotcha DM. Just a mirror, a valet ticket, a lobby, jazz stream, and a timeline a 6th grader could pass around in homeroom. The story wasn't she cheated. The story was she built a startup to laundromat my uncle. And now I had a brochure. Rising action, wallets, and Wi-Fi. When a con has a wellness label, Follow the money like it's wearing yoga pants. I start where liars forget the floor is lava. Wallets. Her baby checking for taxes sits next to a brand new wallet with no history, like a newborn wearing sunglasses. Cash App pushes 300 on Thursday night, another Friday morning, all memoed retreat stipend. The baby wallet steps into a mixer like a tourist changing hats. Gas fees don't do costumes. They timestamp shame. I spin up a tracer that paints flows as Christmas lights. Green for in, red for out. Gold for the little fees that refuse to lie. The path glows. Cash App, baby wallet, low rent mixer, DeFi contract my notes label, mentor pool. The contract owner address maps to an LLC filed the week she met her advisor at a panel where integrity was spelled with 3 exclamation points. My deck joke lives on their slide about compliance being pleasure. Cool plagiarism, guys. IP next. She thinks a VPN is an invisibility cloak. It's a bedsheet with eye holes. Our router sees everything that pays rent. Her laptop pings home at 6:58 p.m., bounces at 7:03, then resurfaces on Harbor Fiber at 7:09 with the same TLS fingerprint. For exactly 20 seconds, both sessions overlap. Our couch and her eucalyptus palace. That's not magic. That's someone sprinting to an elevator with a conscience shaped like a key fob. I pull DHCP leases. Her phone is her phone. The second device is a Pixel with a vendor string that screams bulk order. It only appears after 11 p.m. and leaves before sunrise like a vampire with a day job. I don't need to anthropologize it. I log it, tag it burner buddy, and keep moving. Meanwhile, the smart mirror keeps doing what snitches do, overachieving. Its debug log lists clip titles and durations because some developer needed to troubleshoot motivation montages. Rehearsal ask for 250k you wave, 212. Practice say he want mind.mp4, 144. Pitch sample deck.move, 306. I don't pull content. I don't need to. Titles are the summary. Durations are the admission. The mirror believes in receipts as a love language. I feel seen. I test the theory with a control. I push $10 through the same Cash App route she used. Memo, breathwork. The baby wallet inhales it. The mixer coughs it into mentor pool. Gas fees ping at times that match Harbor's elevator lag. Circuit closed. Science applauds in a lab coat that says petty. Calendar trap. Because I'm not just a raccoon with spreadsheets. I'm a raccoon with a pen. I generate a crisp calendar invite from EAM, addressed to an inbox I control, subject Friday stewardship run-through. I forward it to her work address with a simple, per your request. She RSVPs yes in under a minute. 2 minutes later, Mr. Integrity replies, push to after panel? Coordination without content is still coordination. I build a dashboard for my own sanity. Tabs across the top, timeline, networks, wallets, IP overlaps, business IP. 3 slides per tab. No gore, just math. If she tries to call me paranoid, the slides will do what therapy couldn't. Stay calm while naming things. Then I get a bonus from the universe. He CCs the wrong M on a deck update. It lands in my inbox like a pigeon confession. Slide order identical to mine. Copy-pasted phrasing. Even my dumb joke about audits being hugs if you consent first. He changed 2 colors and added a stock photo of a woman laughing alone with salad. I run a diff and highlight 2 identical typos, privilege and data lake. Inspiration doesn't copy your mistakes. Thieves do. Personal stakes refresher hits like an elbow from a ghost. I cue our wedding song while tagging artifacts. My face leaks. I call it humidity. I don't stop working. It's not cold, it's survival. Romance died the night the thermostat hit 74 at midnight. The ledger is what's left with a pulse. I need leverage that's legal, boring, and brutal. So I talk to the bank. We've got a pending payout from a small exit I led. I flag it. Material discrepancies identified. Request temporary escrow pending audit. Compliance yawns, sips coffee, presses a button that parks a car on a cloud. She texts, "Babe, did the exit hit?" I reply, "Bank's doing an audit cycle." Truth, not comfort. HR whisper. Because I'm done letting men with cedar cologne eat off my plate. I send an anonymous, non-accusatory note to his firm's ethics inbox. Public materials suggest potential reuse of proprietary client frameworks from. Recommend internal review pre-presentation. No names, no files, just a mirror tilted at their faces. They love integrity on slides. Let's see how they like it in email. Home security, check. I briefed link staff. If anyone with great hair tries my garage keypad again, lock it down and play my cute red flags playlist. Yes, I have one. It opens with a xylophone solo that sounds like guilt in a children's museum. The tracer hums. Thursday night, $300 in. Friday morning, $300 in. Friday, 7:22 p.m., Baby Wallet approves Mentor Pool's Founders Grant, like a toddler signing a lease. Smart Mirror logs rehearsal ask for $250K. Baby Ave at 11:22. DoorDash oysters land at 12:38. Gas fees spike at 12:41. The way regret spikes when the receipt arrives with gratuity included. It's a symphony, and every instrument is off-key in the same key. I set a boundary with myself that feels like flossing. Only audiences who must see this. Council, bank, implicated orgs, and the two leads in this off-Broadway tragedy. No group chats. No revenge posts. No Goddess Coven AMA. If it's not a lever, it's a liability. She almost catches me. Netflix night, cozy couch, show about people who should text back faster. She leans over to grab popcorn as my phone lights with escrow, notice sent. I karate chop my own lock button like it owes me money. Spam, I say, and crunch louder. She side-eyes like she's doing algebra. Then the dog in the show barks, and we both pretend to be normal. I loop back to the mirror because it's my favorite collaborator. Its app tries to assemble a "you did it" montage from cached clips and logs the failure because the file names are too long. Developer notes include truncate long titles in V2. Thank you for shipping with honesty. A minute later, the log prints rehearsal ask for $250K at Chaywave in full with a hash. I anchor the hash to a public chain for timestamping. If anyone asks when I knew, the blockchain will raise its hand like a teacher's pet. Now I need a venue, not a courthouse, a container. Someplace where she can see the board and choose a move that isn't flailing. The rooftop panel appears on the shared calendar. Women in tech, funding integrity. The irony clicks its heels. I RSVP as the supportive spouse. I pack a 24-inch portable display, the dashboard, in 3 sentences I won't deviate from. I text my lawyer. Escrow parked. HR notes sent. Deck diff ready. He replies with, boring is beautiful. Before bed, I test one last tripwire. I cue the garage keypad to sing if the wrong code gets love. At 9:03, someone tries. 3 wrong attempts. The keypad locks, the speakers whisper the xylophone of shame, and the door cam captures a handsome blur looking up like the sky betrayed him. I save the clip, label it Garage Enthusiast, and sleep like a man who put seatbelts on his life. Morning, I do a dry run of the reveal. Click through timeline, networks, wallets, IP overlaps, business IP. No theatrics, no gotchas. Just receipts and a font a juror could read between fries. I add one last tab. Terms. 3 bullets. Car to her, house to me. Clawback via court wallet on misused funds. Public correction. No names, no mud. It's not mercy. It's a refund policy. By noon, the tracer lights match the skyline outside. Money in, mask off, pool approval, mirror snitch, oyster cameo. Every piece hums the same chord. Stewardship, my